Hello and welcome to Unbothered. My name is Alfredo Gutierrez, and today we are just going to discuss a well-known artist known as Kanye West. As you already know, our formula is discussing about music artists. More importantly, what have they brought to the industry? Is their music worth a listen? And how have they changed over the years musically and mentally? Kanye West is an all-time favorite. Some may call him a musical genius. Some may not. Some might call him crazy. And with all those attributes listed, I think you have an idea of how great this podcast will be. Therefore, I needed someone to help me out addressing this topic. And with me is Christopher Dillard.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and help out. So, why don't you tell us a little insight on Kanye's upbringing, come up?
All right, yeah. I mean, he's from Chi-Town. He's probably the biggest artist coming out of there. I don't know anyone else that's as big as him from Chicago. And, well, to be honest, he's one of a kind. After all, he was the one that paved the way for soul music. And he's only gotten better since then, to be honest.
Kanye has seriously brought some heat to the rap game since he came up on the scene. His samples are not a thing you can, replicate. You can try, but, no one does it like Kanye.
Yeah, you're right.
Take, for example, the song Follow God features a chopped up sample of the whole Truce's song. So, recording Can You Lose by Following God.
And, hey, man, that song is something, man. When it came out, everyone was playing it. I mean, you can still play it right now, and people know it lyric by lyric. It's not something that, just disappears out of nowhere. It's a timeless song.
After all these years of him coming out with new albums and records, I think that his best work is from his very first album. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
The College Dropout.
The College Dropout.
Man, that's something not a lot of people will, agree with you. That's very controversial. I think most of his timeless music is there, but his best music, yeah, I don't know about that, man. And to be honest, there are some albums that people would consider better than that one.
Well,
all right.
Well, I personally think that Spaceship, from the whole album, Spaceship is my favorite. Just because of the way Kanye tells his story of working 9 to 5, just like everybody else. I think that he just really gives us, teens, an idea of what the world has in store for us once we become adults.
And I do agree with you. He's basically talking about how he's so annoyed, how tired. It's so repetitive, and that he just, he uses the metaphor of buying a spaceship
and
flying away, basically. He just wants to leave that life.
Saying that it's horrible and very tiresome.
And I think by what he means when getting a spaceship and flying away, going up, I think he means that he wants to be famous or, he wants to... Blow up, basically, because...
He wants to make a career out of...
Yeah, he wants to make a career out of music.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. He's super good at telling stories through his music. It's something else. Now, what I want to argue with is that... I know how you said The College Dropout is his best album, but I want to say that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his best album.
Really? Which song?
Which song is my favorite?
Out of the album, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it's a hard choice, man. It's really hard. But if I had to choose one, it'd be Dark Fantasy. Because, honestly, the production, how Nicki Minaj starts it with this sort of British accent, telling a story, it throws you off at first, but you get used to it, and it's sort of soothing. You just want to keep on listening to it. And the lyrics are just very good in general. They're very, they catch you. The rhyme scheme is very good.
And it's just a vibe overall, right?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
But isn't this the album that, came out after that thing that happened at the Grammys? This album was his comeback since, if this album hadn't done as well as it did, I think the whole music industry might have rejected him.
Just because of the whole scandal. He wouldn't be here without that album because...
That whole scandal was something else.
The thing at the Grammys, what he did with, who was it? Taylor Swift. it was something. It's like in the present, what just happened right now with the Will Smith and all that. It's like it was basically that, but back then with Kanye, and he was like just everyone hated him for that. Honestly, it was all over the news.
I mean, it was a like serious thing, but there was reasoning behind it. The album was actually it actually came out after his mother passed away. You can only imagine what it did to him.
Yeah,
his mom was his everything. His inspiration to even make it in the music industry, and it all happened so fast.
Yeah, I think after his mother passed away, he became a really unstable character.
That's some serious stuff, man. I lost my mother at a young age, and it takes a toll on you. But after a while, you're like, wow, she was my motivation for everything. And now she's gone. You don't really know how to stay in place. But that's why you have family. I had family to keep me sane. But Kanye, on the other hand, he has a whole lot of family. But they're the Kardashians. They're not
like in this song. Not a song. My bad. It's just he has friends. He has people. Mm-hmm. But let me ask you this. Do you think it's because of the fame and the money, or just because of how he is? Because once you're famous, you really can't tell who's there for the money and the fame, or they really think of you as an actual friend,
Okay.
It's hard. And I think most artists suffer with this. They don't know.
An identity crisis. They
have an identity crisis.
And they're afraid of the people around them. They're not sure who wants them for their actual personality and their being,
That's why Kanye he literally made an album called Ye, which the cover of it is "I love being bipolar. It's so effing awesome," and I think that just sets his tone of being I want to be with you, you're my friend and everything, but I know you're with me because of the money and stuff like that.
I don't necessarily think that the same thing. I think he's just mentally unstable, but he's gotten to the point where he loves himself even though he knows that he's not okay.
Yeah, you're right.
But it probably pains him that he's bipolar and he can't change anything about it. But he's gotten so used to living with it, he's changed and he's happy.
With Kim, he's gotten used to all the controversy and everything, and now the divorce. Do you think that's affected him?
Very much so. I mean, he's harassing her online and loads of other stuff, but that's for another time, because that's a very long and serious topic.
You know what? I think Kanye is trying to better himself right now, because Pete Davidson being with Kim, basically his ex-wife, and how Kanye's trying to get his be a father figure and be with his kids, taking them to Sunday service.
Mm-hmm.
But he's really struggling because Kim really doesn't let him do anything like that.
Yeah.
His
his
daughters.
He should have known she's a reality show TV star. I mean, he should have known from the start.
Kim.
He's even made multiple songs on her and stuff that type of woman she is, But that's for another time because that's a very serious topic and a very controversial one at that. So, we can get into that another time.
Yeah. You're right.
Kanye is a very inspirational artist, controversial as well.
Yeah. I'd say Kanye, not he's at his lowest mentally right now. I wouldn't say that, but I'd
say so.
His tone, his mood right now. He's changing.
He's adjusting.
He's adjusting to his mother's death, even 10 years after. He made an album named Donda.
And even then, not just the mother's death, but other things that are coming his way, like a new boyfriend after the divorce right away.
Yeah,
who was once considered his friend at one point.
Yeah, it's just thing after thing.
Yeah, that's. I think we're gonna see a decline in his mental and emotional health, but Kanye will rise again and be stable, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, overall, Kanye's music, it's relatable.
And his personality is very relatable to those with, the bipolar disorder.
Even if, you have a certain, type of music you like listening to, Kanye has probably, touched into...
He's always a go-to.
Yeah, he's touched into that topic, different sounds. Every album doesn't sound the same. His sound is ever evolving, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Of course.
I believe
Kanye,
that
man.
if you like if you like versatile artists, they change their style and everything, you should give them a check.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like-
with that being said, I think what's left to do is for the people to decide if they want to give them a listen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's been a good one, y'all.
We'll catch y'all guys next time.
Thank you.